Hello, Fleck community. Um, Look, I've been seeing a lot of you guys building amazing things in the Project Showcase channel, so I figured I would throw my hat in the ring. Hope you guys like what you see. I've started prototyping is a chatbot. It's a smaller part of a much larger project that I'm working on. Um, it's got all the stuff you'd expect a chatbot to have. It's powered by OpenAI, wrapped with LangChain. So we have our LLM list right here. We have a temperature gauge, as you would expect, maximum token length, knowledge bases. We'll get to that in a minute. And then I had just some conversation starters here to help out. So we can start with this one right here. How can you help me? So we get a normal response. I did do some prompt engineering to have, when it can return follow questions. These could potentially become conversation starters or something you can click on or, something like that. Here's another one that we could try. This is always a good indicator that things are working well. So here we go, streaming back everything. We're getting the nice markdown uh, output with some more follow-up questions. This is where follow-up questions obviously start to become really cool. Uh, like we just take this one right here, put it in. And then it just goes on and on and on, however far you want to go. And then it also has a concept of memory, so I can ask it, what are all the questions I have asked you so far? So yeah, this is just a, brief sort of demo of, a basic chatbot. Okay, so now I'd like to talk about knowledge bases and RAG. RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. This is essentially the concept of using your own data with an LLM, right? LLMs are trained on, all the data and on the internet, but it's not trained on your own personal data. So this is how you can hook the two together. One of the use cases for this is current events, right? The knowledge or the LLMs, they're only trained up to a certain date. So a perfect example would be sports. So let's take a look at the American football Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs and their latest game that they played. So I could put in here, when was the last time the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs played? Who won and what happened? So as you can see, they're talking about this game that happened back in 2021. That's clearly not up to date. They recently just played. So we can create a knowledge base and then get some documents that have information on that, and then we can ask this question again. So we'll go here, we'll create a knowledge base, we'll call it Bills and Chiefs. Go ahead and add that. And let's add a document that I've already pre-downloaded from the internet from ESPN. All right, so let's say we want to check this. There's also a checkbox down here. You'll see that it's gray. This means that it's not loaded yet into the vector database. That's what that's what the knowledge base is underneath everything is the vector database. And so we can go ahead and refresh this. This will load it in properly. And you can use this obviously if you ever add documents or delete documents. You want to always refresh it. So now at this point we can ask a question again. So let's go ahead and copy this and paste it in. And here you can see that we got they just played on the 21st, 2024, and the Chiefs won. It was a bad night for Bills fans. So yeah, this is knowledge bases and RAG. So yeah, as you can imagine, FletGPT, what is that? It's a knowledge base full of Flet documents. It only made sense that once I, created this knowledge base system, that I would, create one for Flet, which, really enhances my developer experience. So yeah, let me show you what I've done. Uh, when I first started using Flet, the first question I had was, does this work with Fast API? So let's ask that question. Does Flet work with Fast API? And if so, please show me code examples. Now, the cool thing that's happening with this is that it's not just relying on Flet documents. It's also making use of the LLM knowledge as well. So a lot of RAG pipelines, they only rely on the documents, and that makes sense in certain type of things, right? Maybe legal PDF stuff like that. But in this particular situation, I want to get information about Flet from the documents, but I still want the general knowledge of the LLM for other things not related to Flet. So let's see. We come in here. All right, cool. So it's giving us the steps on how to do it. It gives us an example app on how to run it, how it works, and some follow-up questions. And the number one source for it is running Flet with Fast API. That makes sense. That means that the similarity search is doing its job with the vector database. That makes me happy. Let's see, what else can I show you? What are my deployment options? Okay, so this is really nice. It's giving us all these different ways that we can deploy our Flet and Fast API application. And if you look at the sources, right, it's all about deploying and publishing and packaging, all that stuff. Let's see. Show me a code example using tabs, columns, rows, and an alert dialog. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. So it looks like every time the tab changes, what is going to happen? Oh, it's going to change the text. Okay. So we're defining tabs, and those will all change. And they're okay. Cool. Yeah. So I just asked it to make an app for me, and here we are. Got a full app. Follow-up questions, and the sources that I use in order to make this. So yeah, this is FletGPT. Like I said, it's just a small portion of a much larger project that I'm working on. If anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, or anything, hit me up here on Discord, DM me or whatever. Respond to this in the thread. Yeah, and thank you for watching.